So we join back in with the group after last week. The battle had begun for the saving of Dante and the Sword of Tenebrisas. The four armor-clad Azir started marching forwards, attacking towards Dante and trying to get hold of the bomb that Volu absconded with. We left last time as a wave of energy rippled out from Ichi, causing one of them to be turned and coming to their turn. And I will say, to be fair, I was going to do it in the order of the ones that rush Dante first.
Yes! Come at me, bruh!
Are we recording again? Yeah, we are. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming. So I'm assuming I'm back on page, right?
Yeah.
After I was
You've been back on page for a while.
Cushy.
So yeah, they're gonna move. Take one attack of opportunity from the one in front of Volu. That unfortunately clashes off the back of their armor. Moves up again. Takes a second one from the other one that hits. Okay. And then each, you're also gonna. Oh no, you've used your reaction because you held.
I've already used my reaction, so I can't take any just yet.
So that will then move
There's
in. They're
going to
not
be a
fully
10
moving
feet
into
gap. There's going to be a bit of a gap. Oh, but I guess it's going to be 10-foot more gap than there was between the first time round.
Yes,
and there
so
was
they
a
won't be
gap
able to reach you with the pole arm. So
you're saying they will?
They are going. They won't be able to reach you. There's still a 10-foot gap between you. So they would have to be only a 5-foot gap between you for them to reach you with the 10-foot pole. So they are going to. They're kind of stuck for attack there. They're going to hold and take a defensive stance. Ichi. The one to your left, or your right, sorry, on the map, but it would be your left because you would be facing downwards in my envisionment, yeah. Only you hear him go, fucking watchers. And then he's going to step and actually attack towards you. So again, he's moving, but he's not going to get right into 5 foot of you. He's keeping that 10-foot distance, and he's going to pole arm towards you.
Did he say that in common?
Yeah. Almost in the fucking would have been a infernal word, but in the same way as names are just names. You know what I mean? Like that sort of just comes through as a word, right? Like whatever they've named it.
Liam.
Yeah. And obviously not necessarily Iris, but some other thing that they've associated with that energy that just went off.
Yeah. It's the whole like he says that and it's just a part of each that's like, honestly, buddy, same.
Yeah.
I get it at this point.
A 17.
That does hit because Ichi's wielding the greatsword, so can't be using their shield. So my AC is currently 16.
So 8 points of piercing and then 1 point of fire. As the second attack comes in. This time for only a 14 to hit, which I believe does miss you.
Uses the sword to kind of like shift momentum and parry with it.
The one by dragging Volu with. See, the thing is, they've just got to get away from you.
Yep. They cannot move closer.
So they're gonna 10 foot away,
hmm
10 foot up, and they're
Oh,
heading
they're just
towards
hugging the
stairs.
wall.
Well, they're heading towards the stairs that go up the.
Ah,
It goes
fair.
up. It goes up away from you, right? Like
Yeah.
they have to find an escape, and that is the only exit to this room. So they almost like rush towards Demetrius, but straight up a set of stairs that are like just to his left.
Right.
hmm
Pulling Volley with.
Fuck.
Does he go half movement when he's dragging?
No, because of Volley's weight, and he's actually gonna dash and get a good 30 foot up the stairs as well. So that's gonna put you more like.
Wait,
That.
no, leave him.
Volley's just like, oh, the stairs.
That's our halfling.
Get
Not
your
anymore.
roll!
Not
You're
anymore,
meant to
it's
take
not.
Dante, not him.
What?
After them, it is Ichi.
She's just had this guy step up, like polearm him, and then just watched as his friend basically got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Ichi's so like, that wasn't meant to happen that way. Okay, Ichi is going to bring the greatsword down and attempt to attack the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. That's an 11.
Okay, so deflects the first blow with the blow away.
Second attack. That's a 12.
Dude, give me back my weapon.
See, the thing is, I wouldn't be any better if it was the longsword, because I'm just as proficient. Each
No.
now
I'm still saying,
sucks.
thematically, this is my weapon.
Yeah.
Stop trying to use it.
Each just kind of
Okay.
turns to you, their eyes ignited by fire. No, it's mine now. Yeah. Ichi. Dante, how in the hells do you wield this thing?
It's not that heavy. Just use your strength.
All right, calm down. All right, it's damn. You were nicer when Tenebris was in you, buddy.
Any movement or bonus from Ichi?
Yeah, Ichi's going to step back. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, a 22
Yeah, that hits.
for 12 points of piercing, probably piercing, and 4 fire.
4 fire. And then
I think
Ichi
I
is
said
going
slashing
to...
previously, but either way.
Yeah, Ichi's then going to pivot around and again kind of stand next to Dante.
With the sword.
Yeah.
You're the one that knows this.
Yes, but as long as I have it, it's not with you, but also I can intercept. My fighting technique is interception. So.
Okay. After which the golems. So the golems just surround this one. And I'm just gonna first attack. Okay, you just see them like, and there's eventually a dish and almost like steam rising before that as it disappears.
Hey, fuck you.
To be fair, the health isn't actually that bad. It's just getting to hit the fuckers.
I've also don't forget to do that. I will not forget to do that. Okay, that is them. However, after which, Eleni.
Is this staircase open? Can we see it?
Yeah. It goes up maybe another 10 feet before it disappears out into the next.
Okay. And he's still glowy, isn't he?
Yes.
but he's not injured at all. I don't think.
A little bit.
Is he?
Nothing massive.
I mean, if he takes damage, he's going to not be turned anymore.
He
Yeah,
got
but
hit
he
by the
also
wind wall,
won't be
didn't he?
running away with volley, will he?
Yeah, but it's Farley's turn coming up, so
What a turn.
Okay. I just seeing him running away with volley.
Yeah.
I've got two things I can do, and I'm not sure which ones. Okay, I am gonna cast Ensnaring Strike, bonus action, and then I am going to shoot at him.
Okay.
And that's at advantage. Ooh, 25.
Oh, definitely hits.
Okay, so we get 6 piercing,
Yeah.
and then he has to do a strength save.
Okay. So a 17.
Ah, damn. Yeah, he beats
Is that a
it.
disadvantage because he's holding me?
No, unfortunately not.
There isn't anything if he fails, is there?
No, it's not.
No, it's
Any
irritating.
extra flair or anything on the shot?
That's just my first shot. So yes, I'm gonna send my moths after. And I'm gonna try and move him, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and use them to move, almost like knock him back down the stairs. So, hang on a sec.
does this have a banister?
No.
Just push him straight off, please.
Okay, so
He will take damage.
so
but
can he
fine.
do another
Yes.
strength save, please?
He's
Oh,
already
yes.
took damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, only a 10.
In which case, he is moved 15 feet horizontally, directly off the staircase.
Chaos.
So, and
Um,
interestingly,
Um,
so Volu, you're going to have to acrobatics for this. Because what I'm going to say is,
You just
Volu
need
would
to
have
land on him.
Volu would have dangled, right? Where he was on the stairs is 20 foot up. So he's taking a d6 regardless.
Yeah.
Volu dangling down would maybe be about 15 foot up. Because at the moment, I envision you sort of dangling by the cloak and a bit of like clothes and other things. So if you can acrobatics, you will be able to roll out of this
it's not.
without damage.
Land on him. Surf him down the stairs.
Oh, not 20!
Hey!
Yeah, fully. Almost the dwarf begins to fall faster than Volu.
Does he let go of me?
Oh yeah, as he hits the ground with a thud. So you did
Okay.
6 on the initial, and then obviously whatever that just was.
6 on the initial and 2d6 or whatever you want to do. Do you want to roll it or shall I?
Yeah, I've done it. It's 1d6 though as well, because remember it's every 10 foot after the first 10.
Yeah, I thought it was 30 feet he fall. Was it only 20 feet?
Yeah, 20 feet, because
Okay.
where it was on the slant up the stairs,
Right.
they're about 20
No,
foot
that's
out.
good. And then I'm just going to shoot him again, although, hang on, he's prone,
He's
isn't he now?
prone. He is now prone.
So I'll shoot the other guy next to Ichi then, on my next
Okay.
shot.
Yep,
And I've still got advantage on that,
you
because
do,
he is still glowy.
because they're all glowing.
So we've got a 22
Nice, definitely hits.
for 8 piercing.
Okay.
And is my thing on every hit?
No,
Or is it
I'm
once
pretty
per
sure
turn?
it's once per turn.
Yeah, I thought it probably was, but you know, it's worth checking. Where the hell? Class features. Sorry, I thought there was something else. No, okay.
Okay,
That's me.
any movement?
No, I'm better off keeping some distance, I think, because I'm shooting. So I might just step 10 feet just to there.
Okay, Demetrius continues to move round, weaving and casting and muttering.
That's 4.
And it will be Dante.
Dante is going to kind of just slam together his, say, his giant beastly hands, or whatever the hands they look like, and just kind of clap. Just going to start clapping more. And as he does his the last one, it shudders, and his arm, even though he's all transformed, his arm still looks the same, and starts to burst again while he does his crimson rite on his hands. For thunder, not fire.
Okay.
And he's going to move over to this side of it.
Okay.
So is that advantage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say yeah.
And he's gonna doing some hits, baby. So that's 22.
Yeah.
So normal damage. 1.
You can just roll it all
So-
together. To be fair, because they're not resistant to thunder.
Okay. So that's 7 there. And are you kidding me? 9 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Altogether. Second hit. Are you sodding kidding me? Okay. Well, at least I got one. One was a 5 at least. The other one was a 1 again. So
Unfortunately, ready for the second shot as he brings up the shield, turning to face you. If you rolled a 5, sorry.
No, I rolled. Oh, I didn't roll to hit.
Oh, you did
Still
the
22.
right.
So I just did damage.
Yeah, you need to roll to hit.
Yeah.
That's so confused. You said you rolled a 5, so I was like, oh, it's like a 12.
Dirty 20.
Just misses as the shield comes up.
Okay. And I use my bonus action beforehand. I'll take the attack of opportunity again. Lol.
I'm gonna try and grab you this time.
Oh, good. I'm advanced.
I don't know if you would you be able to move that far?
I
You've
had
already
10 feet.
moved.
10 feet from there to there, and the rest is 30, as I counted, just usually measured.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna definitely try and grab you. Ooh, yeah, 22.
32. Okay.
22.
Oh, 20. Is it athletics or acrobatics? Doesn't
You have to use. No, you can use either.
Oh, hang on. No saves. I get advantage on.
Yeah.
Not this. So okay, yeah, he's grabbed me. 18.
Okay, so he just manages to grip hold of you before you manage to slip away further out of his grasp. Okay. I would say, even for Dante, there's definitely like they know that it's time limited, right? Like they're trying to do what they can before they go, and this guy is sort of starting to breathe heavy and such. As he does grip you, it will be hard, but you take 1 point of fire damage.
Effectively spits in my eye.
Just where he puts his hand on you. Even in this form, they are burning hotter than you are. I think it's actually, to be honest, more that their skin is metal. They are essentially a fucking grill. Okay, so after Dante, Volu. So Volu, you roll to the floor, no longer grappled. As it clatters to the ground heavily next to you, as you're able to roll away and out of danger.
Right. Okay, not grappled anymore. That's good.
You can see the one stood in between Ichi and Dante, and then the one that's on the ground next to you. You are still obviously concentrating on the banished one.
Okay. Have they both taken damage?
Yes.
The one next to you is definitely taking damage because he's the one
And
that's
he-
just fallen off the.
And he's prone. Though to be fair, both
He's
of these
prone,
guys,
yeah.
both of these guys have still got fairy fire on them, which I keep forgetting.
You get
So-
advantage anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's prone.
Okay, if I forgot about the advantage, that might change what I do. Do you want to move 10 feet that way?
We have disadvantage attack of opportunity.
No, I'm gonna say he's not gonna. He's sort of gathering his wits. He doesn't even really have his weapon. He dropped his weapon to to restrain sort of thing. So
Okay.
he is prone though, so disadvantage on ranged attacks. But
yeah, I'm not gonna go for him. I am going to cast Hold the Dead at the one that's holding Dante.
okay.
Whiz save, please.
Oh, a 12.
Fails.
So they are damaged. So it is the higher dice.
2d12.
Yeah, so 2d12. Ooh, where is my
Oh.
d12? I don't get to use that one very often. 18 points of damage.
Okay. And as that rings, you would see they almost start to bleed, coughing up blood, and then they disappear into the ash.
Sweet. I shall then so the other guy's now not running away. He will just go and try and attack Dante. He'll probably just run past Ichi next turn. Won't even go for Ichi.
Don't know.
Okay. Anything else for Roland?
That's what I'm betting on. I'm betting that he's gonna not go for Ichi. He's gonna go straight to Dante. So I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Dante.
Okay.
A
Okay.
bonus action.
As they stand up, looking around the room. Hmm. I think they probably have to go Volu.
What?
Not even just Volu. So the thing is, they're actually sort of moving towards Eleni, but they can't get there because of. So they're almost hitting you, Volu, as they're moving past you. If that makes sense, they're not coming at you.
It's a bit mean.
You see that they stand up, they pull a scimitar. No, it would be the warhammer. They pull out a warhammer, and then they're gonna run. They're running towards Eleni. I'd say Eleni that you can easy with your passive insight. They're like eyes are now on that bag that has a big heavy bulge in it, but they can't get to you fully. So as they end their turn, well, as they get there with the full movement, they will take 2 slashes on Volu.
Okay.
No, they're going to pull the throwing hammer. They're going to take 1 attack on Volu, and they're going to throw 1 at the bag because they get fire damage on weapon attacks. So we're going to go for it. They're feeling desperate because they are stuck in a shit situation. So first attack on Volu with the hammer is a 19 to hit.
Reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do my blood curse of the eyeless. And I'm going to amplify it.
Okay.
So I'll take damage. 2 points of damage.
Is it extra for amplifying?
Sorry?
Do you do extra damage for amplifying?
No. So what I'm going to do is whatever you roll is a minus d6 on your attack rolls. That's the normal. Amplified does it for the rest of his turn.
Okay. No, I mean, does it cost you more damage to amplify?
I don't have no. If I don't amplify it, it didn't cost me. It's when I
Oh,
Ah,
okay,
okay.
right. Interesting. That's good to know.
Yeah. Blood
Um,
curses to do a regular
nice.
and then amplify cost.
No worries. So a minus D6 on the roll. So do you want to roll that? I'll let you roll
Sure.
it.
Sure. So this is the hammer at Volu.
Hammer for Volu at the minute.
He was
hang
on mine.
Sorry.
That still hits.
Okay, so 19, unfortunately, even with the spattering, the swing already all most of the way through the motion as it clatters into Volu. So only though, because it's a throwing hammer, so it's nothing. So it's 5 points of 5 points of bludgeoning and 4 points of fire.
That's still a lot for a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they pull the swing through, they are still going to go for the throwing towards specifically the bag. So we'll do the roll and we'll see if it. So roll your d6 already.
So -3.
Oh, so that is a 23 down to a dirty 20.
That's,
So does that hit you generally, Lenny? Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris, roll another d6 for me. Unless you want to hold the 3, I'll leave that up to you.
I mean that I've got an AC of 15.
No, so the first hit hits. So if they hit this second roll,
Right.
they're hitting the bag specifically,
Oh,
and if
okay.
not, they're hitting a Lenny.
I feel like, say, I've got a 50-50 chance of it being one way or the other. So let there be chaos. 5.
Okay. So would have been at 19. The 5 will bring it down to 14, which I think just misses your AC.
hit
So it will
yeah.
only hit Eleni and not the bag.
Ooh, there you go.
So Eleni, you take. Oh, okay. So you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of fire.
Okay.
As the throwing hammer just clatters off your shoulder.
So as he's throwing one hammer at Volu.
Well, he hit with the same, so he swung the hammer
like,
to he melee hit with the hammer on Volu. And
there's the art light from Dante. He's just done a blast of
Each
bright
hero.
light that has just shone, like that's just crossed his eyes into his vision. So he had to kind of cover up and then throw.
And Volu, can you advantage con save for me?
yeah, I forgot about that.
There we go.
16.
Okay, it's good. Super.
I'm glad that was advantage. The first one was a 3.
Okay, Ichi.
I'll go 10, 20, get into flanking position.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will take 2 great sword attacks, which hopefully now I have advantage. Might do something.
Maybe.
Don't let me down. Advantage. Ooh, yeah. Do 17.
17 misses, unfortunately, as they're just heavy armor, just ching.
Attack number 2. Come on. Save. Come on. Nat 20.
Hey!
I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
That's beautiful.
We need a D100.
Oh,
We do.
fuck me. So, that's good. I rolled a 5 on the first one and a 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Doubled to 16 plus 3. So 19 points of slashing damage and a D100.
That doubled because it's a crit.
That was double.
Oh, yeah. So that was
8 double
double
to
the
16
dice.
plus a bonus.
I doubled the dice and then plus the modifier. So that first one was 5. So that's 57.
57.
Oh,
The ally nearest to you gets a D6 inspiration die.
Wait,
okay, so
Volu.
Volu, you get a d6 to roll on any
Yeah.
ability or skill check that you do, like save, ability, and attack.
Attack.
I think.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, on
Add
one
a D6.
D20 roll, you can add a D6 to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Thank you.
That's
As
because
that
you're so
flash-
inspired by Ichi.
You see Ichi miss one more, like for the
I'm like,
for-
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, for the 5th time, and Ichi just turns and just grazes across their back. Blood actually spits out, and Ichi goes, ah!
And as Ichi
Even a
roars,
little guy can wield a great sword. Yeah.
Ah!
as Ichi roars, the creature does disappear.
Ah!
Oh wow!
It's the one successful thing Ichi's done. In
And
the
all-
2 sessions, back to back.
Wow.
And all falls quiet except for Demetrius that continues to murmur and
Still.
hum.
Just throw it out there.
Hey.
I just feel like Ichi's not really a fighter.
Not a damage dealer. He's a.
I think he's a lover, not a fighter.
You know,
Because-
I would agree.
Because
Ichi-
he's definitely he's more that kind of guy you go, oh.
I mean, to be fair though, give him a rapier, I'll fuck you up.
not even like because
You say that,
my
my
strength is
dex
higher
is
than my dex. I've got
absolutely
a
off the
-1 to
chain.
dex.
Oh Jesus, are you actually just not that strong at all either?
No, I have a 17 in strength.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, right, you were just.
I've just
rolling
been
bad.
rolling terribly.
For all
all
that time, I was
the
like, each must be a dex-based character.
No. No, he is not.
No.
He is strength. He's
So in
just been shit today.
In the next 30 seconds while Demetrius finishes, and more like 40 seconds while Volu keeps concentrating on
I
keeping
was
that.
going to say, shall we just like position ourselves around and let go of it, and then we'll just go.
Well, if he holds just for 40 seconds more, it will just be gone.
Yeah.
Demetrius will finish before Volu has finished the banish. But does anybody want to do anything in that 30 seconds? It's rounds, right? So essentially,
I am
not that long.
holding an action in case anything pops out of thin air. Do you know what I mean? I'm just watching, waiting.
Are you still stuck, Dante?
I can go anywhere now except in the circle.
Yeah.
Can't leave the main big circle.
Do we want to try and break that?
Yeah.
Let's just wait until this
I would
spell's
wait.
finished.
Let's,
I mean,
let's
it
make
keeps
sure that they're
you.
gone.
It keeps you in. It doesn't keep anything out. So that.
Well,
Yeah.
nothing can teleport into it. That's
Oh,
it. And
right, yeah,
as
that's
you're
fair,
thinking
that's
about
fair.
it, Ichi, you would realize the portal that appeared outside.
And then they
circle.
moved in.
Yeah, let's hold
can't,
it.
Yeah.
You can't. It's a roll. You would know that it's a roll. Certain creatures with a level of ability might be able to, but
Yeah.
you can't just teleport in and out of magic circles. But
I think I also though while I was watching I would be sort of saying, so is that it? Is it done?
There's a pause because Dante had a second to enjoy the quietness before more chaos happened. There's silence. I feel lighter.
Do we know if it's permanent?
Looks over towards Demetrius.
He's still running around going,
yeah, as they're sort of finishing, they will, as long as they are not freed from that sword, the sword is not broken. Theoretically, although I was not expecting the transformation, so there's potentially some bond still there. I could check you over if you want to stay for a while. I have also we did have a lead box prepared if you want it.
That might be a good idea until we get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the physical transformation, Dante's been living with that for hundreds of years. Long-term exposure is probably going to have some kind of long-term effect, especially on a human body.
It's different now. Why?
It's
Why
definitely
have I
much
changed?
Wait
After
till you
after
look
he-
in the mirror.
As your friend said, this has been known to happen just by being near portals and such. Many of the Ganassi of the world were born during and after the events that Larixa expose the world to high levels of magic, and exposure to the planes can cause shifts.
Dante kind of pauses for a moment because he's still in his transformed form, and then based on that, and then pointing out the fact what Aileni just said, drops his form, so he's back to being his new look, and then just looks at himself and goes, "A mirror. I need a mirror."
I think I have one actually. I think I've got one in my backpack.
I have a stained glass window.
And after a few more seconds, Volu, your spell would complete.
No, I do actually have a steel mirror. I will give it to you.
He hastily kind of like takes it and just looks at himself. Who am I?
You're you. You may look different, but who you are is still the same. I hope.
I need time.
Of course.
But I want to thank you all. This is the first time in before I can remember that I actually feel, if not look, like me again. This car has one driver.
I'm glad we could help you.
He looks over towards the sword. I need to protect this. May I? And
It's still yours.
Dante will reach out towards it. Just as
So, are we sure that's okay?
Elena still has her bow drawn. She's not pointing it at Dante, but she's alert, Liam, to anything that might happen. You're on mute, Liam. You're on mute, Liam.
You're on mute,
still
Liam.
on mute.
Saying, to be clear, they haven't undone the outer circle yet. Still, as you are holding out the sword, and Volu sort of shouts out, Demetrius is sort of already sort of bringing over this. It's like it looks like it is quite literally like a weapons case, right? It has the classic pillow thing inside, and obviously huge to encompass the great sword. It definitely looks like it was.
Does it look like a guitar case?
No. And they would sort of, I'll be honest, with the haste that I had to put this together, I do not know the effects of having one that was soul-bound near something else that has that other soul in it. I'm not saying do not hold it or touch it, but I would worry enacting things that you did previously with the weapon, or things that matter to the soul.
It would be worth getting.
However, it is all in the unknown.
Dante will put his hands back away from the sword.
Not saying that you can't have it, but maybe we just we find a way for you to contain it.
That is a good idea.
And we need to get you a new sword for you to use.
Yeah, this thing you gave me was crap.
That sword has done me nothing but good things. All I'm saying is this unwieldy thing right here, useless. It's too top heavy. There's no maneuverability with it. It's a stupid sword. And I say that to the sword, hoping that Tenebris hears me.
It just suddenly glows.
I'm sorry.
Dante will just throw Ichi's sword back towards him.
Ichi will put the great sword into the lead case.
Mhm.
Will take their sword back, sheath it. It's good to have you back.
Demetrius will close the lid. They
I
will.
don't let Demetrius touch the as soon as I'm
Okay.
putting it in the case, Ichi will close it. As soon as it is out of his possession, Demetrius ain't touching this shit.
He will give you a key, and you'll see that it's
Because he gives you a kiss. I was like,
yeah,
oh.
yeah. No,
You know what? Yeah, he can have it.
he kisses you, and it's actually a succubus, and you're now under that control.
Not again.
Ichi, what are you gonna do? Lovely, yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Matt on Facebook, have a little look.
Oh, no, don't say that.
But he gives you a key, and you can see that it's like a little small key, and there's a little small lock sort of built into the box.
This is going to be quite annoying if I ever do need to use it. It'd be like, we're getting into a fight. Bear with me a minute.
Demetrius would say, I mean, ideally you would use some sort of plane shift or portal its magic. Might hide it better, but hard to tell from planar creatures.
I mean, again, hopefully you won't need to use it, Dante, if we get you a new great sword. So yes, hopefully the next time we do get into a fight, we don't need to.
Is the sword important for what? For the infection? Or
Well, we
or
don't.
is that
We
linked
don't.
to you?
It's elemental fire, I believe.
We could test out Dante's. He's still
Yeah.
got fire.
True.
Demetrius will start sort of clearing stuff up. They will also start casting Dispel.
Yay, finally. I was
that.
about ready to ask for like a chair and table.
And dispel the outer ring before sort of if our business arrangements are done with.
I thank you for your amazing work. I appreciate all you have done.
I will say, yes, I never doubted it. Anyway, I have other business today.
If you don't mind me asking,
Yes.
why were you so willing to help us?
I mean, I did threaten his life.
Challenge, I suppose. I mean, I've never had contact with that plane. You know how things work. Now that it has been accessed, it might be able to be accessed again.
A better
Sorry
question
if
would be,
my suspicion seems a bit high at the moment. But I just need to, for the sake of our mental state currently, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Just shank him.
Okay.
Charisma saving throw.
Yes, he fails.
What have you gained from this?
He'll just smile and say nothing.
It's better if you communicate with us. Bearing in mind what you've witnessed, I understand that you have powerful friends. But especially the circumstances of the situation, it's better if we're all clear with each other. If you have gained from this, that is okay, as long as it isn't something that's going to cause harm to many other people.
I mean, that is a subjective thing, is it not, Watcher? Or should I say Iris Knight? Which, by the way, each and every single one of these knights has a different view on justice. So almost talking more to the three of you than, he doesn't know what you know. This one is quite well-tempered. Many are not.
We
I've
should
met
I
all-
some.
don't feel like divulging my personal business to one who rubs shoulders with one that might cut my head off tomorrow.
Rub
Especially-
shoulders isn't exactly the word I would say.
I'm not sure if he's talking about his mate or me.
Delrond was here.
Delrond was here.
Delrond was
You
here.
would, and you would see again that smug yeah, like they think that like they're right.
So Arthur also came here.
I
Who
don't know that
no,
Arthur came
ah,
here.
Arthur does not muddy himself with this
No,
place.
it was Delrond that came
Oh.
that we saw.
okay.
So even though you believe me to have a calmer temperament than quite a lot of the people, Delrond? You're fine doing dealings with Delrond and not myself.
I was fine doing dealings with you as well. I just would not tell Delron what I gained from this either. Just because I will do business with you, your friends need my services, not the other way around.
I think that we have paid Master Demetrius for his services. And I think that we have as much to lose as he does if this was to be common knowledge. I'm not sure that we should be trying to demand answers from him. He hasn't demanded any of us. And he's kept his part of the deal so far as I can see. This could have gone down very differently.
Dante looks a little bit sheepish at that.
They will look over. Demetrius will look back at Ichi and you are wise to be suspicious, knight, but really the time for that was a few days ago before this happened.
I agree.
Can I just ask why Demetrius is now suddenly a cocky fucker when 2 days ago he was a coward?
Because he's gained something.
We're in his house. He's the
We were
one.
in his house last time.
No.
Yeah.
We are literally. Think about this, right? He's got the power here.
He's got 3 golems. You're currently still trapped.
No, he's cast a spell.
He has dispelled it.
But he's still.
But he's got all his knights upstairs. He's got all the moving pictures.
He's got
all
the
the...
advantage here.
Yeah, he's on home ground and also has gained something currently.
And like I said, we did a deal. We paid him. He's
And
done
again,
what
yeah,
he said he was going to do.
It's not necessarily cocky to say that I don't have to tell you anything.
No.
And actually, that should give
No.
us some confidence that he's not going to tell other people what he did with us. It's confidentiality with his.
That's not what I'm worried about.
They will look over
Then we
at
shouldn't have
Ichi
used him.
and just say, your friends change. Be wary of Delrond around it. And then they will just go back to cleaning things. They will say they will say out loud more to the golems, escort them out.
Before that happens, Ichi will kind of like walk over and offer a hand to shake. Hopefully, next time we meet, it's also on favourable terms.
I'd say they look at your hand not in a sense of like, oh, I don't want to shake it, but more in a sense of like suspicion before they will extend the hand and accept the handshake.
I understand circumstances obviously lead us to be suspicious of each other. We would both be stupid if we weren't. But hopefully, positive things come from this endeavor and this engagement. You have helped my friend, and I do genuinely thank you for that.
And they will nod, shake your hand, and then say, and then motion towards the stairs.
Yeah,
Dante
we'll
will
leave.
just go up again and just go, I thank you. And we'll just leave.
Eleni would also hold a hand out to shake with him as she leaves.
And they will shake your hand.
I think we need to get this lead box somewhere safe.
And honestly, with a great sword inside of it, it is actually a fucking heavy thing.
Does that
Like,
mean I'm carrying it, or is he?
Is
you guys
there
going
any-
over?
Even it's so if you imagine, Eleni, that the weight isn't an issue for you, but it's the size and length. So even at that point,
But
it's
again,
a
I'm
2-person.
7 foot something, Liam. Height wise, I'm a big
Even so, you probably could, but I'd still
compared
say you
to
would
each
probably
carrying it.
It's more just 2 people could probably carry it, one
Yeah.
at either end. or
Imagine
you're
carrying a
half-
door.
Yeah, you're carrying
No,
a door.
like
even
like I
even
said, I'm
someone who
just
can is still doing
yeah.
this.
I'm just
I'm
thinking
just
compared to each,
clinging onto
what,
the bottom
5
of it,
foot
and my
2?
feet are dangling off the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, each is like 5 foot, 5'2", something like that. So
Yeah.
it's between me and you then, Dante, effectively, isn't it? To carry it.
I mean, again, though, height technically doesn't matter if it's about.
It makes it more manoeuvrable, is what I'm thinking.
Do we have
does.
the car outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Relatively
Um,
close, yeah.
You guys had it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just for the record, who has the key? It's not Dante.
I do.
Ichi has it.
And have you locked it?
Definitely locked.
Okay. You'll be able to
Um,
head on. Go on.
when we actually, I'll wait until we're in the car.
As
Okay.
we leave, and we actually leave the tower, Dante will just go out and take a huge deep breath and just feel the wind on his face and the light coming down. I forgot what that felt like. We'll turn, and whilst we're shifting stuff into the car, we'll just look and just be like, I can never make up for what I have done to all of you. And nor can I ever say or give enough thanks for what you have done for me. But I want you to know that even with all these changes, the person you see before you is the best man that I can be. And I will do everything to regain your trust and apologize for any hurt I have caused. And will look each of you in the eye when he says that. When he looks at Viola, he does look very ashamed, because again, looks at the scar across his arm. There's a lot for me to find out. I have lost more than just years. I am a different person. This face is not the face my wife loved. This is not the face that kissed his child. They will be forever with me, and will just grasp his wooden idols of them. I need to find out who I am. But I am forever in your debt, and I will do everything I can to honor you all. And we'll do a very, what do you call them?
Like ceremonious?
Yes,
Yeah.
ceremonial type bow and down to my knees, down to my knee, and just go, I swear to you all, along with protecting that sword, which is what I will always do. I vow that I will never harm any of you or break your trust.
Eleni says nothing. She's gonna just carry on to the car, put the thing in the car, and get in if there's enough room for her as well.
Ichi puts a hand on your shoulder, kind of like gives you a warm smile, and then just kind of gently chuckles. Careful. Keep making promises like that, and the paladins will recruit you. I know.
Well,
No, that's it.
sorry. I thought you had finished then. As you bow down, you're essentially eye contact with Volu. As you're saying that, I'll telepathy you. Words are great, but I'm going to judge you by your actions. And then out loud, I'll be like, enough of this. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Let's get in the car. Let's get settled. It's been a long day.
Not even midday.
Yeah,
Not even midday.
but that means
Yeah,
it's
but
lunchtime.
I've barely eaten.
I've only had breakfast, second breakfast, third breakfast, and lunch and secondsies.
Yeah. So you all pile into the Aether Stream vehicle, and where are we heading? To the temple, to the safe house? Where is the
Safe house first?
well? Yeah. If you're thinking order, temple is closer than because you're up
Yeah.
in the zenith, so you'd come out past the chantry and then down to where the
It's
safe house
possibly
is.
not a huge amount different, though. To be honest,
No.
is it?
Well,
It's a little
yeah,
bit further, but it's
if I
not.
put
I mean,
you on,
it's
if I put you back on.
directly west as opposed to down and west, isn't it? Wasn't the
So
safe house over near the ancient mines? Over
Yeah,
there.
down the stairs, essentially.
And we're up in the zenith.
Yeah, by the Cloud House Inn.
You're over
Yeah.
there.
So it's there or there.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
a
I'll
huge
say
amount
what
different.
all I meant is in terms of order of things. You would
Yeah.
either be going down to then come back up, or you could go there.
I mean, going down to come back up is fine, really.
Depends what you're planning to stay. If you're wanting to
Yeah.
stay at the temple, then yeah.
Before we fully set off, when we get into the cart, Ichi is going to unlock the case and check on the sword.
The urge to say it's not there, honestly.
In the street.
When we're in the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, like while it's driving. But yeah, the great urge to say that it's not there.
I know. That's it's like especially when you ask, like, did you lock it? Because I'm imagining that was the activator for the teleportation way. When we lock it,
that would be a very clever thing to do, wouldn't it?
So I unlock it and I have a look, Liam. Is it there?
It's there.
Well, say like I look, and I'm then going to do as I look at it, I'm going to divine sense it. I know, obviously, it gives me elemental and other creatures around, but I am channeling my energy towards the sword. I'm seeing if it is still the same sword, if the elemental energy is there.
Seems to be giving off elemental energy.
Okay.
Close and lock you again. Would know.
Go.
Did it tell you which elemental? Or is it just elementals?
It just says...
It tells me their presence, right?
Oh, it doesn't even actually say elemental, actually. Never mind, I can't do that. It's celestial, fiend, and undead that's divine sense works with.
It's your location.
It's the detect good and evil that I will cast to... it doesn't say if I know what they are. It just says for the duration, I know if there is an aberration, elemental, celestial, fey, fiend, undead within 30 feet. I know if there is a place or an object that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, within 30 feet, you pick up the 2 elementals, 2 fey.
Yeah.
Well, one odd fey looking like thing.
Yeah. Then I will close it up again. So home or back to the chapel?
I'd like us to perhaps, as Volu said, have some food, maybe talk, decide what our next steps are. And then I'll be going back to the temple. It's up to you what you want to do after that.
If we go get some food, head and kind of use that time to ruminate, and then yeah, we can all head to the temple. What are we doing at the temple?
Well, I'm going to be speaking to Arcaner about how I might be able to help them before I leave the city.
Of course.
Well, we could see if Dante is now a good fire boy or just a useless fire boy.
Yeah.
This thing is awfully heavy to carry around. Is there anything we can do to make it smaller?
We could probably find a sheath or something to like use as make it some sort of
I think
pocket dimension.
I think we need to look for some kind of bag of holding, some kind of magic way of carrying it around, but not in plain sight.
Yeah.
Liam,
Yeah.
can we get items that like effectively imagine a Pokeball, but of just different sizes. But I can hold an item in.
It's basically a bag of holding.
Yeah, but I was thinking, be good to have.
You
like,
can get like pockets of holding, but they're not that would fit the great sword is the issue.
No,
So thinking about this, a normal bag of holding is 64 cubic feet. Now I'm not gonna do the fucking volume of a great sword, and I imagine it just about fits. But you're pushing it even with the normal bag, you know what I mean?
I'm just trying to think of something that kind of like I can summon something into it, take it out, even if it's just a one thing, because it'd be nice to have, whether it's this weapon or a different one, just like have it packed style, almost have like a mechanical version of a packed weapon, where I could just like put it away when I'm
Summon
not,
it.
and then summon it.
Yeah, no, not so.
Tenebris, I choose you.
Yeah.
This is humiliating. I am a great, powerful genie.
No, hang
Use
on a minute.
Bible.
It's,
Okay.
when he comes out, all he can say is Tenebris.
Yeah.
Tenebris.
That's the curse. But yeah, so you would be able to go and
Just
get some
imagining now
food.
every time I use the sword, it's
Tenebris. Yeah.
Tenebris.
You would be able to go and get some food. You could stop and grab some things, and after a while, obviously, at first, after any fight, there's a bit of tenseness. After a while, you start to enjoy the general festivities of the city as you're moving through. Obviously, this area is predominantly like the academics and the religious sector, so there's lots of moving around and all of such things. Volu.
Can I look round to see if anybody's following us?
Yes, give me a perception. I love the paranoia.
Can I also, Liam?
Yeah, go.
Yes,
Dante
please, because I've
is
got
not.
a 10.
Dante is not. He is just happy to smell the car
Oh.
and just experience anything without
18.
that weight.
10.
Okay, it doesn't appear like anybody's following you. A few people do notice and come over and chat to you, but it's just general people that are like, oh, come on, child, say hi, and it's like, they want to see the driver mostly. To be honest, a lot of them want to see Ichi as the person that crossed the finish line. But the group in general, it's died down in that, like, now that the city has returned to just mostly people that live here and the generic passes through that happen, it's not quite as fever pitched as it had been. But people still recognise you as you move through. And you would eventually be able to head back up to the temple. as you head up to the temple, as you enter, you would notice a general sort of rushing around and busyness of the priest. And seeing High Priest Darkin there, they would sort of wave to you, but not sort of, again, it's the same as they expect you to come and go. They're not necessarily just like, come quick, there's something going on, but they do like wave and then move quickly towards the room you know is the hospitally warded space.
Well, we don't need fighting right now.
No, as you head in, you can see that a number of the very first patients that were brought in are now almost covered head to toe. And the panic and rush that was happening then was just one of their patients convulsing and twitching as parts of their body shift almost visually as it sort of begins to corrupt and twist in nature. With a lot of the priests just trying to keep them healed against the damage versus the being able to do anything about it. As everything sort of calms down again, you would see there's maybe now 15 people in this room, including Brother Theo.
Who are infected or just in the room?
Who are infected. Ranging from little rash, still seems pretty conscious, to entirely comatose, almost covered head to toe. As you sort of enter into the space and everything calms, High Priest Dark and I would, it is good to see you. It is getting bad, guys. We are having to sedate and magically force sleep upon those that are starting to try and attack people and get up and move. They sort of motion over towards one of the one that was convulsing. As you see, they're almost like either using potions or casting sleep, like just like you see they'll settle and pass out.
Dante, do you want to see if there's anything you can do?
Yeah.
Dante will stand up. And he will ask for like a sword from wherever. And will ignite his right, the throat of fire.
Okay.
If I'm going to get 6 points of damage, do it outside of fight. So, and then he would go up to Arkin and go, who would you like me to try first?
I mean, I suppose we should start with the worst.
I
They
do.
would lead you over to one of the ones that is still like sedated.
Firstly, has she reacted to the fact that I look completely different? I'm a different race.
But they haven't also referenced you as Dante until obviously this sort of, and you would see the look on the face, but they're not questioning.
You look
So
different.
like when you came in, they assumed different person, right? Like they've all gone, Dante, can you do anything? And you would assume they're like, okay, but they're not saying anything because they're just letting it go, you know. Which very much they've been the whole time that you've known them. They sort of see it, don't say anything, see what happens.
I'm just gonna be like, I do not know if this will work now. This is not my usual item to fixing this. And he will go over and touch the blade on the person. He's not going to cut first.
Okay, so as you start to touch the blade.
Hang on. I want to do this defensively.
How do
I do? Can I be defensive and touch? Because I'm not making an attack.
Yeah.
Because I know this is the kind of thing where I'd be like, and something spits out at you.
No, so what I say, so as you start to lower it, firstly you would see some of the infection starting to burn away, But as you're getting closer, you also see the skin underneath blister and burn and blister and burn. Can you call back to some of the visions you had when you were with Tenebris? And in the visions when you saw about his city being infected, you remember that the first time they encountered it, they were killing the people that they hit with their flames while curing the fire, while curing them. And in the later visions, the flame color had shifted and they were hitting them and they were passing out rather than burning.
I know that at one point he offered me that option to tell me how
He
to do
offered
it.
to teach you how to do it.
Yeah, but I refused.
And what I will say from you, Dante, that gives you the impression also, the fact that he said Tanabori taught them. So you don't think it's something that is innate to a Friti, right? Like you don't think it's something you don't have to be an Afrit to do this. It is something that can be learned, maybe something that can be gained. As you're holding there for a minute, one of the priests will sort of put a hand forward and start healing. And you are able through slow. So right now, as it stands, with another person there healing constantly until they're burned of spells, you are able to clear back like a quarter of their body's infection. But almost as you finish that quarter, the third priest that's been there is like, I'm sorry, I am out of healing magic. And was sort of, basically they're just tapped. As it stands right now, it's a lot slower than you can get it to, but you're going to have to figure out something about how to do it exactly.
Dante will stand up.
And you, as you stand up, you are tired. And again, not mechanically, no effect, but it's you've been exerting energy essentially for...
Perhaps we should approach this from the other end. Perhaps when you all are recovered a little, we should heal the least infected first, so that they don't get any worse, and then concentrate.
I'm not sure if this will work fully. We can try. But because I can't remember if I think I mentioned it to Ichi only, that Tenebris try to make a deal and I wouldn't.
You did, yeah.
So
But I saw Tabitha healed from that very small infection that had tried to take hold. So I think
Oh no, what you're saying definitely makes sense.
yeah, Eleni's
I think
thinking actually, rather than spending lots of time on the really infected people and allowing the other people to get more infected, which then makes it harder to heal them.
he's getting that.
Maybe we start at the other end and get rid of some people to heal them.
Dante will turn and be like, that is probably the better way of doing things.
But I think we need to rest first.
It's not just that. And he'll look over at Ichi. There's something we're missing, or something I am missing.
Oh?
Do you remember when we were here and I tried to heal? Might have even been this guy for all I remember. Before.
Vaguely.
Tenebris at the time tried to make a deal. Do you remember?
I remember you saying that he offered you something, but you turned him down. You didn't even listen, really, till...
I didn't. I wouldn't give him time or day. He said he showed like I had visions and memories back from other times. My fire will burn the infection, but it cannot cure it. He mentioned, and we'll then look over to Volu and go, I think we may need to speak with Tanabori. If you have a way of communicating. I think he was taught something by her, or they were taught by something, because it wasn't just the Ifrit's power that took the Ifrit were able to burn the infection, but something else, knowledge, some magic or something happened where he could cure the infection with only making people go unconscious and not actually hurting them.
You think Tanabori knows?
That is what he has said, and I have jumbled thoughts of what had happened down in the tomb, for lack of a better term. Well, down in the temple underground. I can't really remember, but I know Tanabori was in his head for something.
Yes.
And I don't know what. Again, looks over at Volu. I can't give you more answers. All I can say is I can burn this infection away. But I cannot heal everyone. Eleni, you are right. I might be able to burn the smallest infected out and they'll be quickly healed. But that isn't going to be long lasting.
The High Priest Arcanine will sigh and say, for now, let's not worry. At least we know that if dire, we can do something right. We are better than we were 30 minutes ago. For now, go and rest. They will also sort of say to the priests, go and rest for now. I might need to contact the government and maybe they can lend us more people. If we need the healers here for this, maybe I can pull us some more healers from the magic school or other such things.
Dante will, if we start heading out and now going out from that direction, Dante will just go aside to Arcanair and just go, I would like to continue to help. I can stay for longer if necessary, while some of your priests still have powers to heal.
They nod and thank you, and they say, I thank you. I do not know as I said before, it is rapidly spreading and we will definitely need help from outside sources.
There are a
Anyway,
number of things we never followed up around this. I think we need to look at what we know.
There are some things that we need to. I think we should gather our thoughts. I also have some thoughts to share with you, Eleni, but for now, maybe even Volu. For now, go rest. There is food prepared. It is only what is in the kitchen, but you help yourselves. And as you are able to head through, so Eleni, still for you, I imagine you'd go and eat with the others, but that room's still prepared. You obviously know where it is.
Yeah.
Are they still wondered by my pancake concoction?
I mean, they're pretty. They're some of the guys that were like doing the healing, so they're definitely tired. There's probably an old grumpy one trying to figure out who's ruined his porridge. And
as we're kind of like walking away, Ichi kind of like chuckles to themselves, but in a, that sarcastic, pissed off chuckle that some people do, of like when someone like says something cocky and they're like, whatever. Yeah. Ichi just kind of like, as they're walking away with Dante, just kind of like chuckles to themselves and goes, I'll fucking show them. If we need both Fae and Elemental to fix this problem, that'll show the rest of the fucking knights.
And as you say that, and you go into your rooms to ruminate on the night's proceedings, that is where we will end this week's session. Thank you very much for playing. As always, thank you very much for listening. If you're enjoying the show so far and want to find out what's happening next, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And as always, roll well. Bye.